I usually start with a preset. It is much easier than starting blank. It helps by giving you ideas and saves time. I used to pick from Pokemon Go as a reference, because I had her as my body at that time, but now I have Phoebus because I need to walk him 20 kilometers, in order to evolve him. Kinda sucks. I made another one with my friend, but I'll show that one later. I wanted to get the right colors from the game, but it wasn't that easy. I wanted to make her hair with the same colors of her body. I wasn't looking at a picture while working, that's why the result in the end wasn't as I expected. I wanted to give her a mash, that colored strip on her hair, but then I changed my mind because I thought she has already too many colors. I wanted to get the right colors as the game, but some we have a limited choice of colors, so we got to work with what we have. Leafeon's design is inspired from nature, with the leaves, buds and colors. Green is a very relaxing color, and yellow is a very happy color. This could tell us a lot about her personality. She would be calm, relaxed and very cheerful. Leafeon is one of the easiest to make, because her tail and ears can be found in the game. I wanted to give her a scarf in place of the buds that Leafeon has around her body and her neck. I like the German word Nachtaugen, which literally means button eyes. I named her Linnea, because that is the name you use to evolve her, in Pokemon Go. If Leafeon had a superpower, I think she would have healing. She is a healer, because plants heal? Well, they used plants for a variety of remedies, and curing illnesses. She could be a herbalist as a profession, someone who has a good understanding for plants and their usage. But that is not a superpower. Other ways, she could be able to manipulate plants, maybe manipulate their growth, and use them as weapons to capture her enemies, or something. For her personality traits, she would be sweet, gentle, calm and generous, because why not? Vaporeon is one of my favorite Eevee evolutions. She was the first I had from the family. When I first got her, I didn't know she was an evolution. She was my third buddy. I googled how to evolve a Vaporeon, but it seemed that she already was an evolution. At first I thought evolutions can be caught in Pokemon Go, but seems I was wrong. I watched Pokemon when I was really little, so I don't remember much of it. I remember I had a CD I used to play of Pokemon. I was lucky to have watched anime since I was little, but it was only when I grew up I know what anime meant. I wasn't sure what hairstyle to give her. I am sure any hairstyle would go fine with her, except the one that I already chose in the end. I didn't want something complicated, and I wanted to replicate the pattern of her back and tail, because I wasn't going to add a tail at first. Vaporeon wasn't easy to create, because of the ears, antenna, fins thingy and the white rough ruffles neck thingy. Vaporeon was my strongest player, although she hadn't great status. She fought well, she, or he, brought me in most of my victories in the game. She was my favorite buddy as well. She was easy to please, seemed happy, despite her facial expressions, was very generous with the candy and gifts, and we reached high friendship levels real quick. Vaporeon's traits would be kind, strong, independent and helpful. She could be a teacher, or a lifeguard as an occupation. Her design is obviously inspired from water. Her superpowers might be water, like controlling water or shooting water. Next up is Jolteon. I was sure all of them were going to be girls, if I don't get a male character soon, so Jolteon is going to be a male character. His design is obviously inspired from Lightning. I was thinking maybe he is the athletic sporty type. I wanted to add as much Lightning references as I could. Lightning is usually swift and fast, so sporty and athletic suits him well. I wanted to add as much sharp edges as I could, but without overdoing it of course. I was going for a simple human design like the others. We're in the nice side now, so obviously Jolteon, like everyone else, is going to be nice, helpful, has a good sports spirit, support and helps his team as well as his adversaries, because why not? Maybe he loves sports to the point that he won't miss any event, sport festivals or marathons. I didn't like the neck piece, but it was the only best replacement I could find for the spiky mane. And since I added a scarf behind him, it seemed to me like it would look unnatural if it was just hanging out of nothing like that. I was going to leave that belt piece, but it looked off for this design. It isn't advised to have too many accessories, so I changed it to a simple belt. I wanted to see if a tail would suit him, but nothing was like the scarf. Other ways he would be wearing a sharp-edged skirt. I wonder how many of the Eevee Evolution will, or will not have tails and ears. In relationship I made them all friends, because I wasn't going to bother myself with big sis and little sis, and who would be what. I didn't want to name them all after their evolutions, and I didn't think Spark would be a good human name, so I made it his last name, or middle name. Since they are one family, Eevee or Evolution would be their last name. They should be sharing last name. I don't know if I mentioned his superpowers. Obviously he is going to have lightning as a superhero, and as a human, he would be simply an Olympic player or a basketball player, or any sport player in general I guess. Next up in the list is Flareon. I was going with an orange-red flame design, but every time I look back at Flareon he doesn't seem anything like a stereotypical fire type, hot-headed and stubborn, but he seems more relaxed and calm, which confused me a lot, but stereotypes has to end one day, right? Flareon's mane and hair looks more like a bleach brown gold color, somewhere in that direction, which is a color that we don't possess here, so I have to work with what I got. He indeed looks like a very calm and peaceful person. He has a sort of mohawk, or creamy wavy hairline going up. I used his shiny version. They don't look really that different, but for the hair it went a bit more beige. If this color exists in English, tell me in the comments below. I still wasn't that convinced with the design, but I was like, who cares? It depends on how people interpret something. One thing could be seen in many different ways. And this video is about how I created the Eevee family, and what different concepts I used to represent these Pokémons in human forms. I tried to find something that could represent the mane. He has a very fluffy thick mane. I might represent them in drawings one day, but I am not very advanced in digital drawing, plus there are too many fan arts anyway. Who is your favorite Eevee or Pokemon in general? Like if you like the Eevee family and comment with your favorite Pokemon. Flarian could be a bookworm. Loves reading a nice book and maybe going in a family outing eating a pizza. Maybe always up for a nice adventure book about dragons and knights. He could be an analytic person, like in any group there is the brains. Using his brain muscles instead of brute force to solve his problems, or before proceeding to action. His personality could be like a campfire. Calm, friendly and warm. But in anger or if he was teased for too long, he could turn wild and aggressive. He could tend to be well organized and tidy, maybe even a moody person, at one time very cheerful and optimistic and in other times sensitive and a bit of a crybaby.